So, Yume Fangames. I played a little bit of them, and how did I push a thing? Am I doing this correctly? I'm doing this the wrong way because it's locked. Let's see if I can remember how to solve this. Maybe I can. Whoop! Jump up. Will she try to... Because how do I get that right? Oh wait, maybe I did do this wrong, now that I think about it. Yume Fangames. Oof. I hate that scream. Oh! Oh! And, whoop! Yeah, so it's a puzzle. There you go. More yen. Thank you. This is not annoying at all. Why make one 100 yen coin when you can just make 10? 10 as in 10 of 10. Because I need 100. So, Yume Fangames, right? Am I right? I think what a lot of Yume Fangames do wrong, in my opinion, is that they see Yume and they think, oh, this is cool, because it's just a bunch of weird, dumb, stupid, random stuff, right? And then you have like a really badass girl character who is so cool because she has a knife. And maybe she's a psychopath. And she's a murderer. She went through some trauma and that makes her super interesting. But in the sense that you could make a very traumatic character. And you could say this character went through trauma. It's not going to be interesting unless we, as a observer, can relate to that drama in some way. Maybe we can experience what they went through. Maybe she tells it. She tells us a story that really puts us in the character. You know, I was just out walking today when this happened, and this is how it made me feel, blah, blah, blah. I tell a good story. That is going to be a lot more interesting. God, that guy is a creep. Than anything similar to this girl is just cool because you know, she went through trauma, and I think the whole point of Yume is that Manotsuki is just a cool girl, and you experience what she went through just by playing the game. And I think too many games are kind of like, let's make this really cool girl, and then build up like, oh, this is why she is so cool. Right, he wants something to eat. He's a sloth. He's a creature of greed. Not sloth, I can't remember what word it is, but, wait, do I have all the coins? Maybe I don't. No, I have 100. Shit. Oh, maybe that's for the best. Maybe I should just be eaten by eels. I think the ideal Yume fan game does not work necessarily like Yume. And another thing I see very often is people imitating a lot of things that I hope this is, I remember correctly what to do here. Blood bag. Right, yeah, that's what I wanted. I bought a blood bag. And if I remember correctly, you have to give a blood bag to this fisherman. So and in that way, I do kind of praise this game in a sense, and it's at least trying to do something different. I don't think they did necessarily the right thing. But the things I don't like about Yume Fangames is when they imitate something like, oh, here's the knife weapon, which is, I made it something else, it's a club now. Here's the bicycle, it's something else, it's like running shoes. Here's the room you wake up in, it's a hospital room now. That's how fishing works. Put some blood in the water, you get the fish. And then the fisherman gives you a fish. Sad fish. Okay. Right, I picked something up. I don't remember picking it up now, which should be a bad sign, I think. Because, but whatever, I'm talking and playing at the same time. So, Yume Nikki Fangames. God damn it. The controls in this game are not great, but, you know, I can forgive it. It gives at least a little bit of challenge, right? I don't think... I think... So, okay, so here's not necessarily what I'm doing with making a Yume Nikki fan game, but I think this is important if you were to make one, or certain ways you could make it. So, for example, you do maybe need a concreter message to what you're saying. Or maybe you do use something that's very real to you. That's like your own dreams. You actually keep a real, actual dream diary, and you write down and you draw what you see in your dreams, and you put that into the game. I think that's how the real Yume Nikki was made, by the way. But in either case, it's something that's very personal to you. It's something that's very, you know, that's the way you feel playing Yume Nikki. That's what almost makes it feel like dirty playing the game, because it's almost like entering into the mind of someone else. It's something, god damn it, it's something very personal, and that is the draw for me to Yume Nikki. It's something that's clearly has a lot of like, god damn it. It's something that's very personal to someone. This person made it for a reason. Maybe it was just, I want to keep a memory of my dreams. Maybe it was, I want a biography of my life. I want, you know, I want things visualized in my mind. You give him a fish. He likes eating the fish, right? Yep. Just jump in. You know, you could just find fish down there if you wanted fish. You didn't need to get it from me. Well, did he drop something? I could have sworn I saw something I could pick up. Like, why? Is that just... Oh, right. Concept art. Yep. So here's another terrible aspect of the game. This is the worst level in my opinion. Like, what does this have to do with Yume Nikki? Like, yeah, let's just do Limbo. I mean, that's the sad part about this game, is that this game wants to be Limbo so goddamn bad. If you even look at the promotional art for this game, it is straight up just a traced image, like a traced screenshot from Limbo. That is so sad that they felt they either... Oh god, yeah, then you blow up. That makes sense. And I'm not really... Oh, I'm start here. That's weird. I'm not looking for things to make sense. But I want things to have a message to them. Even if it's the lowest communication way possible of doing it. It's important to me. Whoop. Yep, down. And you also... There's no consequence of getting caught, really. You start over. Not really a big consequence. Like, oh, is it gonna... God damn it. And, oh no, it's not down, actually. I have to do it over again. It's a really hard thing to talk about, because it's so... Oh, I thought I would avoid that one. It's a really hard thing to talk about, because it might... All of this might make absolutely no sense to a lot of people. Like, what the hell are you talking about? And that's because it is so... That is so subjective and so... so low communication that it's hard to grasp in that sense. God damn it. This is... I wonder if the person... I mean, I think all of the people involved in developing this game played Yume Nikki. They just, I guess, and I think they all cared about the game from what I've heard. But it's really hard to believe it, to be honest, just from playing this part. But you know, this was the thing that was trendy, like, 5 years ago. And it feels like a game that was made too late. It feels like this could have been a big game, right? If it came out 5 years ago. But people have seen all of this before. They don't want to play this again. Like, we have played this game already. The only thing you could make interesting about making Yume Nikki again is all the abstract stuff that came from it, all the things you wanted to think Yume Nikki meant. This is just Limbo. And why is there a woman there? Who knows? There was that other Limbo game. Oh yeah, I said Limbo before, but I meant a different name. But it was the same studio, so yeah. Okay, Yume Nikki Fangames. How do you make a Yume Nikki fan game that's, you know, different, and at the same time, oh, something here, right? No. Yes. 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 Yume Nikki Fangames. I'm trying to constantly remember what I'm talking about. This is Limbo. So yeah, I wish I was in charge. I wish I could have just had a team of people and be like, yeah, do this. And I would not remake the game necessarily, I don't feel like. And use this. Because that had a hand symbol, and the lantern has a hand symbol. So it makes sense, right? Here's oh god. Okay, I've said this game has a lot of bad aspects to it. But okay, let's just do it. So, if you remember, I played Nasu and got a game cartridge. And this is another horror game, I guess you could say, called Blue Aoni. And he's in the game. Look, he's over there. It's a different game inside of this game. What a terrible way to... I don't know, it ruins any sense of this game had anything to say. This is just a puzzle game. That's what it is now, right? It's nothing else. It's just a puzzle game. It has nothing to say. It's just that was just marketing for another game, and it was not. Maybe it is that I did play a bit of Oni and didn't like it. But it's also, yeah, this is a property that's also owned by Kadokawa. Kadokawa bought the rights to Yume Nikki in this game, and they put their own game inside of this game. What does that mean? What does that say about Kadokawa? Hey, remember this place from the original game? They made it into a real place, and it's just as boring. So yeah, this is going to take a while. It's just a lot of walking and floating. This is all there is to it. You're not gonna miss a lot as I cut up this. Still walking. Still used to walking. Can you believe it? But they actually, because of a patch, you actually get to experience this level twice. You have to do it twice. So that's gonna be fun. And now some very slow floating. What does this mean? Well, that's the interesting thing about Yume Nikki. I keep saying Yume Nikki had a personal message that had communication. Maybe it didn't. Like, as far as we can tell, Kikiyama doesn't really care about Yume Nikki anymore. I mean, that sounds maybe a bit pessimistic, but I think that's true. I mean, he or she, I should say, they don't care about Yume Nikki anymore. It was a part of their life, and it's over. So of course they would just sell it, because it's kind of like, well, it's yeah, it doesn't really matter to me anymore. And I think it's true. Like, I'm saying Yume Nikki had communication and a personalness to it. And maybe, or maybe it had, you know, something very personal in it. But it's true, it doesn't have to. I could just be taking it, it could just be this abstract random thing. And it just happened to be so well made that people liked it, and I liked it. And the thing I saw from it was this. Someone else might just play it and be like, I really liked it because of how trippy it was, and that was it. And that is why they would make a fan game. That's just like, I liked how trippy it was. And someone else would say, I liked how it was about a weird traumatic girl. I want to make that. And I looked at Yume Nikki and I said, I want to make something that's very personal, very almost biographic. So everyone, that's the nice thing about Yume Nikki. And this game is a great tribute to Limbo. A lot of people take different meanings to it, and that is what kind of allows things to grow. Like, I mean, like Undertale took inspiration from Yume Nikki, and that's a great fan game in a sense, because it's doing all the things that Yume Nikki did without being a bit in your face about it, right? I mean, I don't think I'm too crazy saying it had like a Yume Nikki influenced the game, right? And I don't think it's too crazy to say like it's the ideal fan game in the sense that it didn't just try to copy the original game. And I think too many people are a bit too attached to keeping things similar to Yume Nikki, where it's like this: you go to sleep, or some aspect like that, and you explore, and that's it. And I think there are a lot of ways you could build on that and make it super awful. Like, you could add a story with dialogue, or you could add like a fighting system and all that. It's all about like this subtle nuance to it in a sense, I think, but it needs to make complete sense for the design of a game to work with what you want it to mean in the end. And I think what this game does best is just it works as a good tribute. I think that is why I'm finishing this game for the third time now. It's a good tribute to a game I liked, but that's it. It's not something original. It's not something unique. It's not really building upon the last game. It's just I get to experience a lot of interesting things from an original game in a different way, and that's fun. Yeah. Hey, Ponico. Oh, you don't want to show what you're doing? Yeah, I can relate. Up. Up. Is there like some breathing in the background? Oh, you just still don't want to show, huh? Like, this is a better aspect of the game because it's not telling me what to do. I get to play around with the light by myself. Right? I should probably not be drinking and playing the game at the same time. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting that I'm recording. Ugh. And now something's happening. Now it's been ruined. Right? It's a jump scare with a still image. Does not work. I did not get scared, and I didn't really get anything from that. I couldn't even tell what that image was. Let's play it again. I think everything I've showed so far of this game is why people hate this game. Why people just think it's awful. But I think there are better parts to it. And we can actually go into this area, but this is my favorite level. I just want to show a little bit of it before I stop recording. This is an original level. Okay, let me say that. Everything I've talked about so far has been about game design. And this is an original game level. And look, who is that? Is that Monoe? I think so. Oh. This is my favorite level of a game, and we're not gonna get to play it just yet. But let me just say that this is the best thing this game did. And such a shame that it's locked. We can't go to it yet. Because I think if this was the first level of the game, people would have been like, this is actually, oh yeah, let's pinch our cheek. This game is actually something, huh? So that's really unfortunate. I think once we get to that, I think we'll see like, oh, so this is why this game has potential. And that is actually something that does the design well. Let's look at Madotsuki's stupid face. She is pretty cute, but I will say this, from the pixel art of Madotsuki, I thought she was kind of ugly. Like, I thought she was an ugly girl. Let's play the more open-ended, open world thing. So, this is an aspect of a game that is actually similar to the original game. It's an open world, how about that? You just walk around, and you can go into other worlds, and you can explore things. And this was added later in a patch to the game. It's a little, you know, too little too late, because we didn't change the fundamental aspects of the game. But, man, like, this shows, like, it could have been something, right? If this game had looked like this, I mean, maybe not that dark. Oh yeah, here's more to it. This game, this part is not very pretty looking. But, this is also open world. This was also added in the patch. And it's a lot more similar to the original Yume. I mean, it has the background and everything. It could have looked a bit more pretty, maybe. But, this is something that shows, like, man, they could have made an actual good game out of this, but it was kind of ruined by, I think, a lack of understanding of what they were making. I don't have the umbrella, which is actually what we need for this, because, the umbrella would be really, really helpful. We can just kind of fly around then. So let's see if we can head back. And that is something I hate about, you know, the puzzle aspect. Is kind of like, I guess I can't do this yet because I don't have the item. And that was a thing. That was a thing in Yume Nikki as well, the original. But I did quite like. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Now we're here. Goddamn. Here's also, this was in the original game. It's an open world. We have to avoid that thing over there. I forgot we could just end up here. Goddamn. God damn it. Now I have to do this part. How do I run? Can I run? I don't think I can, if I remember correctly. Oof. Shit, we can't do this yet. Shit. We can't let it detect us. Well, actually, no, that is a thing from, wait, is that a thing from the original game? There were those, hairy things, if I remember correctly. I guess it is that. We need a stick, a wood plank, and we need to set this up with the... Okay, that was easy, yep. So we can trap that thing. Because this is a village. Guess what? It's Pirori Village. Yep, that place. It's good to be back home. So the concept art you pick up is actually just drawings you can put in your diary. And I don't know if I'm ready. Whoa! And yeah, but please don't get me. Please don't eat me. And run. Shit! I don't think I made it in time. No, wait. No. God damn it. Ooh, I hate those sounds. They're too creepy. And now it's gonna detect me and it's gonna make this horrifying sound. Oof. And I have to be careful as I jump here that it doesn't get like ahead. Right, I can do that. Oh, god damn it. Oh. Oh, god damn it. This is so stressful. Hey, remember this part of Yume Nikki? Don't you love it? Ah! Don't you love your old classic favorite game, Yume Nikki? Shades around Beast Ball? Now run, make sure, I just hope it goes in there. Please, no. Why didn't it go in there? Oh. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I'm supposed to put something in there. I forgot about that. It's not just gonna wander in there by itself if I don't have anything to lure it in. I forgot. This can happen. But you know what? Imagine if I had played this game for the first time and I was playing through this part. How hard would it be for me to figure this out? Would you like an hour-long Let's Play? Inventory. Okay, yeah. Well, if that really just means I haven't found the right thing. Because I do think I have something. Or maybe I gave everything away. There are things about this game I actually genuinely like. But we're going to get to that later. For now, it's time to say goodnight. I'm gonna stop for now and get back to recording later. Good night, Madotsuki.